Hello YouTube, it's your girl Kimberly. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. In this video, we are going to be discussing predicting 2024 beauty trends. Now this is kind of a risky business kind of game, but I'm really curious to put the trends in the video, and then I want to come back at the end of 2024 and then see like how accurate was I based on what I thought the trends were going to be. So I have a list in my handy dandy notebook that I got from Target and I love. So I have 9 trends here that I think are going to, they're kind of already starting a little bit now, and I think they're just going to be really big in 2024. So if you like these kinds of videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We make a lot of great skincare, hair care, beauty, makeup, tech, travel videos here on the channel, and we want to make sure that you don't miss out on anything, okay? So thank you for the holiday gift. Subscribe. I really appreciate it. Also, hit that notification bell. That way you'll be first to know when I go live or upload videos. Also, if you like this video, like this video. I usually focus specifically on just products, but you know what? You don't necessarily need just one product. Like, there's a high-end version, there's a low-end version, there's different companies, different brands. So I definitely want to get more into talking about the actual technique and the style of the makeup that I'm trying to make at the time, instead of just focusing on the products. So let's get into these trends. All right, number 1, bold lips with a lot of color. The reason why I think bold lips are coming back is because everyone in the comment sections of these beauty pages are complaining about the lip oils. Like, they feel like lip oils are done and done. Each shade looks just like the last. They don't have any pigmentation. There's no color. And that once you have a certain amount of lip oils, it kind of just, you don't need any more because they all look the same, right? And they all give this similar kind of look on your lips. So I think that the pendulum is going to swing in the opposite direction from the barely anything there to people wanting more pigment, more color, more boldness. And it started a little bit this winter, but I think it's definitely going to trickle to next year. I think that the days of people wearing painfully horrible mattes is over. Like the dry girls suffering through Ruby Woo, like we're not going to go back to that. But I think that people are going to value lip products that have a significant amount of color saturation in them. So it might still be a gloss, it might still be a hybrid liquid kind of lipstick, but they're going to be wanting that color there. In the same vein, shimmer glosses and tinted glosses. For the people who are gloss people or still want a flush of color, I think that they're going to be looking for either something with a shimmer in it to really give that color duochrome flex in there, or a tinted gloss. I don't think because the lip oils are so similar to clear gloss, I think people are going to be like, I have a ton of those. I want things with color, punch it up, make it look different. And especially once it comes with the spring rolls around, everybody loves to pull out their colors for spring. So I think that's when we're really going to see a lot of lipstick collections for spring. A third lip trend, I'm also going to just kind of group it together. So, and also for lips, glitter lips using eyeshadow. So a lot of people, I'm starting to see videos where they put on the lipstick and then they put glitter on top to give them the kind of glitter that they want in the lipstick. I do think brands are going to take heed to that and start making more lip toppers, and that you're going to see those products around. But for the people who are like, I have clear gloss, I have eyeshadow, I'm not spending no money, I think that you're going to see them continue to either mix the glitter into the lip gloss, or they're going to just put the eyeshadow on top of their lipstick and then put the little gloss on top and create that like 3-dimensional glitter look. And I think it's going to be really cute. Next, so bold lips with a lot of color, shimmer glosses, tinted glosses, and then glitter eyeshadow on top of lipstick. Boom, those are the lip trends. Next we have foundation, medium coverage foundations coming back. It's funny, I've been watching a lot of older, like a year or two ago, beauty videos from people, and I'm seeing so many people like, oh, look at the Good Apple foundation, and I've never seen a foundation do this. And it's just because the younger generation, Generation Alpha, Generation Z, when we were all having our Studio Cream foundation moments, they were not born yet, and our Bobbi Brown stick foundation. So I think now they're going to start going into the more coverage era, especially because they are tearing their skin up over there on TikTok. There's so many teenagers using Drunk Elephant and all these acids and serums and things that are really made for mature, developed skin. And I think that they're soon going to start to see the marks and the issues from using those strong acids on their young, developing, growing skin. For some things like the salicylic, glycolic, you know, that's for your acne and stuff like that. Hyaluronic, a little bit, like, okay. But when you start talking about these strong, like retinols and stuff, I'm like, girl, what are you doing? You were 16. You do not need retinol. Also, if you use it now and your body is used to it, when you actually need the retinol when you're 40, is it going to work? Exactly. So I think that in order to cover up the damage that they're starting to do, that, and also just the trend of this whole dewy skin, perfect is going to be done. Looking at a lot of the pictures from runway, from the spring fashion shows, a lot of the models are medium coverage, and it's still giving the glossy highlight area to make it look a little dolphin skinny, but it's nearly not as many skin tints and stuff. People are coming out with full faces of medium coverage foundation, and I think that's going to come back. Also on the foundation thing, I feel like matte is about to come back too. I feel like the dolphin skin trend, the dry girlies are putting too much stuff on their face to try to look oily. And the oily skin girlies are trying to put all this stuff on their face to have the dolphin look but not have their real oil from their skin break through. And I think that we're going to just self-adjust a little bit more to like a semi-matte natural finish with little skincare ingredients in the foundation. And I think that's going to be more of the trend for foundation. Let me see if I have any other foundation kind of trends. Nope. Next, I have new indie brands taking over. I think that we're about to see a lot of indie brands from other countries, from the US, from all over the world are going to start to take over. A lot of the mass market big brands are starting to get boring. Like the companies that it was like, ooh, innovation, shock, where's the drop? I can't wait to see who gets PR. I want to see them do the swatches. Like nobody is that excited anymore about makeup, and I think it's because now every makeup company is huge, big, conglomerate style, big, associated with a big company, bought by somebody, and they're not as dynamic, new, innovative, and creative as they used to be. So I think that that means that the makeup companies that are smaller, more agile, could do different changes, are really in these TikTok streets. I think those are going to be the ones that are able to be the most successful and come out with things that are exciting, that everybody is like, ooh, what is that? I'm interested in it. I think the collaborations are done. That's not going to work as much anymore. I think that re-promoting the same products with new packaging, people are catching on. And I think that you're really going to have to sit down and design something new. And maybe they have it in the works now that the machine is back chugging for real from the pandemic. But I think that smaller brands, I think they're going to start to slide in with those specific things that we're looking for and create amazing versions of them. Next we have fragrance is a big deal. Perfume Talk has really taken fragrance to the next level. I feel like I used to see perfume people here and there, but that's because I'm like deep in the YouTube beauty community streets. But now people who never watched any social media about perfume or fragrances are now, and even candles are like, it's so mainstream now. And I think that we're gonna have more and more people on here who are loving fragrances, talking about fragrances, trying new fragrances. A lot of brands now, it used to be that they launched them large size and then it would be months and months and years later and then the perfume roller would come out. I've seen a lot of new perfume launches where the perfume roller was in the initial launch, and I think brands are really going to start pushing those fragrances, and that we're going to see a lot of development of fragrances coming and continuing to come. So right now for the winter time, everybody's in their vanilla girl era, and I think that by spring we'll be back to the fruity and florals, but that this is just kind of now because of like the temperate season kind of calendar. Ooh, nude nails are going to be cool. Normally I feel like what always happens is when the bright crazy makeup first comes back to being a trend, then all the other things like fashion and nails and hair become a little more muted, a little more natural-esque, because everybody's focusing on the outrageous makeup. So especially once it comes time with the spring and the bold lips, all the spring hair trends are probably going to be like chocolate waves, a long bob and stuff like that, where it's real plain Jane with the hair, because everybody's going to be over top with the bright lipstick. And I think the nude nails are going to kind of just be like the aesthetic of like the almond shaped nude, especially with everybody doing poly gel, like having that gel color that's the same color as your natural nail bed in like an oval shape. I think that's going to be the nail trend for people who follow like nail trends and nail art and stuff like that too. String hair accessories, people are calling it ballet core. So the idea is that Barbie core is out and that ballet core is in, but I think the ballerina aesthetic is really specific. So I think that the translation of bows and hairs, tying up the hair, bows and braids, I think that will translate more than the full has to be a bun, has to be pulled back, or like a chignon low in the back. I don't think that that is going to work for everybody, especially if you have like really short hair, or if you have really long hair that you might not necessarily be able to get into that tight little bun. So I think that they're just going to translate to whatever hairstyle you have, coordinating those string accessories. So like string accessories are going to be the new flower headbands from like back in the festival heyday. So get ready. If you got some extra ribbon at your house, do not throw it out. You're going to need it. It's about to be the new style. And that's it. So those are the trends that I have predicted, the 9 trends I have predicted for 2024. If you have some things that you think are going to be big again, let me know. Of course, all these things are cyclical, so I do kind of have a little baby cheat code being a millennial. Like, clearly 90s are back, so we went through the first early fun Barbie, Lisa Frank part of the 90s, and now we're progressing to like mid 90s. So I'm kind of following based on like what was popping then, and then that coming back again. So jump down in the comment section below. Let me know what trends you think are going to be cool in 2024. All right. This is our prediction, so that way we could come back to it and see how accurate we are, right, at the end of 2024. So thank you so much for coming to watch the video. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.